Hey everybody, and welcome back to Let's Play Avernum 3. As you can hear, with a new microphone. I'm not entirely sure if it's sounding as good as it can sound, but it's definitely better than the terrible interim solution that I had going. So that's nice. Yeah, I don't know. Let me know what you think. Is this fine? Is there something to adjust possibly? I'm more than willing to take any specific suggestions as to what could be done to make the microphone audio sound as good as possible. I mean, is there any third-party software that can be used to improve the sound quality or something? I really don't know anything about this kind of thing, so if you happen to know something, feel free to throw me a hint. Otherwise, I'm going to assume that this is good enough. At least it is for my purposes, you know, for my low standards. Anyway, that out of the way, we are still in this room, and I have been just doing some... I went back to the main room, or the main part of the map, looked around, but nothing was, I don't know, nothing jumped out at me in terms of, you know, possible hints as to the solution. I can only assume that it's some kind of combination of things, or, I mean, at this point I know that that's what's going on, but that was my assumption anyway. And I just did a lot of random clicking around, clicking on portals, and I did notice something. It's extremely subtle and not helped by the fact that a huge text box pops up and covers the entirety of the map. I guess you could circumvent that by scrolling the map off to the side. Okay, that's... You know what? I was not expecting that. So obviously, or apparently, resetting or teleporting out does not reset the sequence. I was not expecting that at all. I thought you had to start over. Anyway, let's start with this portal, for example. Did you notice a change? Because something did change. We are still in the same room, so I guess there is a way for the game to... Well, we know that there is. The game can switch graphics around. I guess it does so whenever you open a secret door and stuff. It can also switch floor tiles, as we have seen with the puzzles that required you to step on certainly colored tiles, for example. But take my word for it, this bone patch here appeared where there wasn't one before. In fact, if I do this now, it switches over to up here. And if I use it again, it's back down here, and there isn't one up here. And yeah, I don't know, it doesn't seem to make any sense. As far as I can tell, activating this portal never does anything. So there, I guess the default position is that there are two bone patches off to the sides to each of these braziers, and activating some portals makes bone patches appear in front of them as well. This portal here does not do anything. This one here doesn't do anything either, and this one makes them switch from up here to down here, and this one makes them switch from over here to over here. Oh, actually, it just stays here, never mind. But if I do this again, yeah, it switches back over, and then back up here. This is so random. I mean, why? So apparently the solution is, and thanks again for Emerald, I was just about to look up the solution online when I saw the comment telling me about, or telling me the exact sequence. Because, I mean, there's no hint to this as far as I could find. I did some Googling just to see if there is some way to, if the game is giving you any kind of hint as to figure this out. You know? But as far as I can tell, everyone just says this is the solution, just do this, and nothing indicates that there's any kind of logic to this. Anyway, so I guess you have to make sure the bone is in this position, and then you actually press this, and that moves it down here. So, I mean, okay, there is a logic in this insofar as each portal does something to the position of this bone pile, this one moving bone pile. And apparently, when the bone pile is in exactly this position, activating this portal here moves it down. And now, what happens is, when you activate this portal again, so you only really need these two portals here. You activate this twice to make the bone pile first appear here, then move over here, then you use this one to move it from here to down here, and then you use this one again, nonsensically, and that, with the bone pile in this position, teleports you to the next place. This is so freaking random, and I don't like this at all. But hey, it's what it is. When you step on this ruined stone platform, there is a flash of light to the west. Beams of searing energy block the passage. Huh. Are you kidding me right now? Oh. And they deactivate? Oh. Wait. Is this a time thing? Yes. Yes, it is. Well then, you know how to solve that one. Certainly not the way the game intended that to go. There probably was enough time to cross that gap. Oh, wait. This does not look great. Oh, no. Well, there is a breakable wall, so we'll do this. And that gives us access to mirrors. Oh, boy. I can only assume that stepping on these will activate all the lasers, including the one that shoots along where we want to go. Huh. Okay. So we want to deflect the laser going this way, ideally from here, so it goes along here harmlessly. Okay. Well, this is going to be a little bit of a pain, just getting them to move where you want them to be. Oh no. Of course, no party members can be in the way. Okay, so far so good. Oh no, this is not what I wanted. Hold on. Okay, we want to go up here. Yep, this is very, very finicky. Okay, now that's in position. That should be blocking the laser that would otherwise block the passage. I'm gonna just use the next one. Oh, wait. Well, I mean, technically speaking, we really only need to deflect this laser. Oh, okay, I mean, I might as well make sure that we take as little damage as possible. Hold on. Let me fix this. Go here. Push that over there. Oh boy. No, wait, this is not gonna work. Okay, you know what? Maybe we should just try and see what happens. What exactly happens. Yeah, that's what I thought. I mean, technically speaking, you can just heal up. Until we actually die. Well. Okay, you know what? You know what? The game is really pulling some unfair punches here. Unfair punches? Pulling some tricks, I mean. Some unfair tricks. Not pulling any punches. I'm gonna do something, if I can figure out how to do it. Oh, move party order. Up, up, up. Now suddenly, the priest is in the lead, and is going to survive. Or she's gonna die because we step on this and activate it immediately. Fair enough. Fair enough. So I really wanted to put this other mirror... Oh god, how am I going to do that though? Oh, by doing this. Yes, okay. We don't need this one. In fact, this might just complicate things. Put that away. Just make sure that the second laser, this one here, gets refracted. Okay, and then we do what I just did. Put her in the lead. And she survives. Sole survivor. Actually, no. Rasluka made it with only minimal damage. Okay, fair enough. Return life. And return life again. And then move her down in the party order. Everything's back to normal. And I'm going to risk it and save the game. I still have my main save in case we do need to go back. The sign says, 3 words glow red on the wall, Domain of Skull. This is a small subterranean palace, icy cold and heavy with the stench of alchemy and death. Magic is thick in the air. When you move, a black glow hangs for a moment in the space you vacate. The draining effect of this fortress is taking its toll. You feel weak and terribly tired. Do we, though? Oh. No, wait. Everyone's wounded from having died, but... Okay. There is a wraith. Interesting. Wasn't expecting to see Vanatai spirits here. I guess this skull could be a Vanatai. But I'll tell you what, I'll take some good old honest fighting over these bullshit puzzles any day. I mean, don't get me wrong, I like puzzles, I just don't like it when they make no freaking sense. And I guess there were more elegant ways to get through these lasers, but yeah. That was also my way, and it worked. This looks like a trap, honestly. I didn't even pay attention to this before because I saw these enemies and wanted to deal with them immediately. Which is probably a good idea. Okay, just more body parts. Pleasant. Huh? Cannot even look all the way into the corner. Magical notes. Hey, nice. Some herbs. There is clearly a room on this side. There are mirrors too. Yes, I saw those. We're gonna have to find some kind of way to open either of these gates. Probably. Yeah, this looks suspicious. What? Oh, this is not even open. Never mind. There wasn't a breakable wall anyway here, no? Okay, let's go ahead and... more lasers, of course. Well, there are... okay. There are mirrors. So presumably crossing this will activate the lasers again. Okay, what I could do is something else entirely. Combat mode. And just teleport. That does not work, because apparently... holy crap. Okay, so that's how that works. Apparently blinking makes you just physically move across any tiles in the way. Which mechanically makes sense because the game does check for, whether a tile is actually accessible, or would be accessible on foot before it lets you teleport. Okay, I have another idea. Let's put a priest there. We have this item. Teleport. Teleport here. Okay, and you're safe there. Can we not? Something is blocking my way? Is it? Is the game glitched right now? Okay, now she can move. Weird. That opened all... no? Only these two gates. Okay. Oh, and those lasers do deactivate. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. That's enough time to get out of here. 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Okay. No problem whatsoever. You enter Skull's laboratory, which I should not have done without resurrecting first. Oh boy. Where most of his undead are made. Rendering pots bubble happily, and long counters with herbs and tools are all ready for processing bodies and bringing them to unlife. Wonderful. Thanks for not demonstrating that right away. Also, what's the game actually say here? Treasure room, yeah. You don't say. Well, we'll see if I can find a way into that at some point. There's a button. Is there a button? No, that's not a button. It's not actually a button. Never mind. Okay, obviously, first things first. Resurrect, resurrect, resurrect. Oof. Yeah, you guys, sorry about that, but this is by far the easiest way to maneuver those obstacles. Save the game. Grab whatever we can. Healing elixir, because why not? Fine steel, sure. More magical notes. I'll take them. Do I want to go down there? Oh, apparently it doesn't really do anything. Okay, some Cryos demons. Oh, and there's Skull himself already. Well then. You come face to face with the Lich Skull. He died long ago, but his incredible magic power has kept him active, animated, and angry for centuries. Okay, active, animated, and angry for centuries. The Lich points at you. You invade the lair of Skull. Does the Empire not know? Skull claims this island. This land is corrupted by Skull, and Skull likes it this way. Yeah, well, that's gonna end pretty soon. Where are you from? Do we really need to know? Sure, why not? I've earned experience, apparently. Skull is flattered that you asked. Huh. He hasn't had anyone to talk to him for a long time. I was born a poor lad in the city of Gelbroth, in the far land of Gyan. You've never heard of those places. Skull spends a good hour telling his life story. His rise to power, his betrayal of those who taught him magic, his adventures in life, his conversion into eternal unlife, and his claiming of this island for his own. He goes on for a while, as the dark energy of this tower slowly saps your energy. At least you learned a lot. Okay. Will this actually leave me more weakened? Probably. Why is this fortress here? It is my home. The land provides me energy. All life that tries to land here, I absorb it for my power. One day I will expand and claim all of these lands. Then the world. Okay. I mean, you gotta have lofty goals, I guess. There's nothing wrong with that. Are you responsible for the monster plagues? We know that's not the case, but sure, whatever. What? Those pests? Those slimes and walking statues? No, they are made by a great power, though. I can sense it. Tell me who's responsible. I don't know yet. I do know that the powers of humanity and monster will exhaust themselves fighting, and I will easily swoop in and absorb everything. First, though, I need to gain strength. I will absorb the convenient available energy. What? Convenient available energy? What are you talking about? You, dummy, I mean you! I will claim your spirit and feed off of it. Ha ha ha! Excuse me, only ha ha! Okay. Are you hostile now? You are. Well, fair enough, I guess. You're welcome to try. By which I mean, I'm gonna kill you within the first round. Unless something goes very wrong. 2 and 3. Oh, come on. That was so close. Oh well. This should do the trick though, if I can find the right angle, like so. And if he's not immune to this, he's not. Against all odds, you deal the death blow to Skull within the first round without him doing anything. That does sound unlikely. The death blow to Skull, the Archmage, Lich, and Lord of the Undead. This being was responsible for this isle's destruction. Now that it has fallen under your assault, life can slowly return. Undoubtedly, you will never get credit for achieving this feat and saving the island for the Empire. Oh well, that's life. At least now you can get Skull's treasure. Yay! Can I though? This is still not open. But I guess we're still in combat. Oh, there is a... Okay, I see. There is a very obvious lever. That might do the trick. Cryos demons. Workers? Oh, I guess, yeah, sure, I did hit them with the thing. I guess I can give them some fire as well. They're actually really not that tough. I say as they deal some damage. Some damage. Not too bad, though. Okay. Well, and we get Skull's Journal. Ooh. 2 copies? Okay, let's see if those are actually the same. Probably, though. Okay, Resurrection. That I think, yeah, that did open the door. It's really hard to tell with the statue blocking most of it, but there was just the side of the metal frame there. Okay, more Skull's journals. I'm gonna assume that they're all identical. You crack open the book and flip through it. This is one of Skull's journals. It is filled with notes, ponderings, and rantings from his many centuries of undead existence. Alas, they are all written in the language he knew when alive, and the last person, apart from Skull, who spoke that tongue, died about 1,000 years ago. On the bright side, the pages of the book would be useful for starting fires. Yeah, you know, or for actually studying that old language. Adventurers. Okay. There. One goes to the collection, the rest gets sold. Oh, thanks for the free energy refill. It's appreciated. Oh, achievement unlocked. The wand. That's right. You know what? Honestly, I had kind of forgotten that we were here in search for a magical artifact. And I would have happily wandered out of here just having slain a lich without thinking twice. Okay, Arania Fangs, Uranium Bar. I think these are only for selling. I hope they are. Wand of the Inferno. Speed Elixirs. Armor Elixir. Curing Elixir also in your inventory for some reason. One of Endless Magery, hello. One of the prized artifacts. Bless the land around the caster for a time. All who attack from blessed land do far more damage. Far more, you say. Affects nearby allies. Yes, heal for 100. Restore 50 spell energy. Can use once before resting. Oh, okay. Huh. Well, I was kind of hoping for a special one-handed or even two-handed spellcaster weapon. Basically just a pole arm with a different graphic and different name. But this is fine. I mean, I'll give it to my mage. Because it makes the most sense. I'm probably not ever going to use it, but, you know. What is this one here? Spell Shard Lightning. Right. I'm never going to use that, so I might as well put that there. Yeah, this seems kind of useless, honestly. I mean, seriously? Energy damage? Yeah, whatever. I have Arcane Blow, that's energy damage, and that's so much better. Okay. And here we have... What? Perfect Flower. Really? This is... Sort out the rest of the items first. Perfect Flower. This is... There was a quest with a Dryad who wanted a perfect flower, I think? Something like that? I don't think if we ever got... I don't know if we ever got that flower as a physical item, though. I thought it was just a special item in the list. Huh. This could make someone really happy if you give it to them. I mean, if I can remember, or, you know, look up where that Dryad was, if it was a Dryad, I guess I'll try handing that to her and see if it does anything. That's certainly an unexpected find. Oh no, we also have to get through this. I mean, we can do that in combat mode, no problem. 3, 4, 5, 6, or we can just walk through, assuming we have 10 turns. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yep. Easy peasy. It seems like there might be something here that I'm missing. But I did check for buttons in all the rooms, I think, and didn't see anything. The game usually really likes to fill out its maps, and this is a pretty large empty space, but then again we have what we came for, and any extra treasure would be nice, but really, do I want to stay around for it? Not really. It just disappeared, so we should be okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, no problem. Right, that puts us right here. conveniently enough, and now we get the heck out of this horrible, horrible place. Ugh. When I first got here, I had no idea how bad this was going to be. And for what reasons. Man, that teleporter puzzle... I mean, honestly, the laser puzzles, just by themselves, wouldn't be so bad. No, that's fine. I think. Is it fine, though? Where was the way out? I know there was a button somewhere. Maybe here. Yes. Okay, that should allow us to reach the exit. Yes, okay. Oof. Wow. Well, that's another legendary item down. Not as useful, probably, unfortunately. I mean, it sounds good. It heals, it restores spell energy, which is actually... it could come in handy. Blade Shield and Spine Shield is not terrible. Of course, I mostly did it for, the experience. Not the experience points, but the player experience. And of course, for ridding the world of another ancient evil. That's always good. No, we weren't even spotted. That's fine. Let's get out of here. Actually, let us head on toward the north, to the Golem Factory, because there are a couple of barriers in there that we couldn't deal with at the time. Are there still golems wandering the countryside? Possibly. We did deactivate the lasers, right? Did we? It seems like they're gonna stay disabled. That's very good. Let's see. Take a quick look around if there are any barriers on this floor. I don't think so, though. In fact, I could just look at my list. Golem Factory. Second floor and third floor. Okay. Well, assuming I didn't forget to take notes about any of them. Looks like I don't need to go downstairs at all. Where? How? Oh. Really? I'm also still using the fire sword, apparently. Thanks for reminding me. Put on the frozen blade. Right. Ah, yes, okay. One is right here. And that allows us access to some extra money, looks like. Yeah, nothing we can really use, but I mean, money is somewhat useful, I guess. Although, at this point, I mean, there are probably some high-level spells that I could still spend money on. There was one barrier. It does say barrier times 2, so should be another one right here. Okay. Well, it does seem like the lasers are completely off. Oh, except... oh, these lasers we can switch manually. That's okay. Looks like we don't have to. Open this. What does this do? Oh, that's an enchanter! This doesn't exhaust the enchanter, though. Okay. I mean, okay. I suppose, while I'm here. It's unlikely for me to return specifically. Just to use this enchanter. These are really good. Good armor. Hostile effect resistance. Deny chainmail. I mean, blessing that is not going to do much. The thing is, blessing our weapons was the main thing, right? Was was the one thing that had by far the biggest, the hugest effect. Blessing everyone's armor is not going to really do that much, but I suppose it's better than nothing. Actually, this armor has very good base armor, so... And I can only assume that... What do you have? Vest of the Ninja. That this is... yeah. This only worked twice, like all the other enchanters so far. Fair enough. Also, just because it bothers me ever so slightly that I never fully mapped out this place. There we go. What is this? Oh. Oh, hello. Don't mind if I do. What now? Oh, hello. Golem of Blades. Alrighty, and then we should be able to just take these stairs. Yes, I know. Thanks. And there are some barriers. Oh. Okay, there's a single barrier. Behind that we find absolutely nothing. Seriously? Nothing at all? Is that... oh. Oh, okay. This must be the one I was really thinking about. Okay. Speed burst. Recovery. That it? Seems like it. Okay. Well, that's the Golem Factory cleared. One of the very few places that remain. In fact, there's really only the defiled crypt as far as barriers go that I couldn't dispel at the time. And my next destination is possibly the final legendary dungeon, at least the final one that I know about. The one for the Black Halberd. So why don't we head in that general direction? Apparently we are supposed to... we have this thing here. North of Kellogg, far north. Yes, actually that is reasonably close to the crypt anyway. In fact, it might be along the way. So that's pretty convenient. Oh, okay. Let's see here. Nope. Nope. Kellogg is there by the coast. Okay. And the crypt is actually, yeah, even though it doesn't look like it, it is on the outer side, of course, on the western side of those mountains. Why did I never explore this part of the map? Huh. I guess I just never did. Completely missed these few blank spots. Okay. Alright. Guess I might as well... oh, wait, did I never... oh, there's a wall here. Okay, never mind. Didn't see that. Okay, sure, let's explore along the walls here. Along the mountains. Not what I was planning to do, but obviously I was going to do this at some point, and there's nothing here. Suspicious. Something might open there at some point. There's a digging spot. Invulnerability potion, nice. Doesn't seem like we can do anything here. We would be able to get through this gate here. But we will wait before we do that. You find several human skeletons. The scraps of the robes they were wearing when they died hang from their bones. The alien beasts caught them inspecting the base of the wall and literally ripped them limb from limb. The creation of the wall quarantining Footracer province was not built. The creation was not built without great cost. Okay. These Empire soldiers get very nervous when they get a close look at you. Still, they have their orders, and they follow them. Their captain approaches you, mindful of his orders. He says, "Greetings. You are at the border of Footracer Province. Footracer Province is closed off by the order of Empress Prazak. Do not try to break through the wall. The defenses are powerful and dangerous. We suggest that you seek your fortunes elsewhere." You tell him that you have permission to enter Footracer Province. He looks sorry for you. "Well, it's your funeral. Good luck to you. But if I were you, I'd move fast in the other direction. You can't imagine what those horrors in there can do." Well, I can, in fact. And I'm not that worried. We are the soon-to-be legendary heroes, after all. Okay, in fact, I never even went here. Okay, there might be something in that little corner. Oh, well, there is something. One of the Inferno. Okay. Okay, yeah, I did look around here. This is where... Oh, this is the... Right, dragon layers. Of course. Okay, what exactly does the note say? Oh, we can't read it from here. Huh. Well. Just a moment then, while I re-enter the lair of... not the lair of... the default crypt. Can I please? I have the wrong character selected. Derp. That would explain my problems. Okay, default crypt. Right. The final room. Oh no, we'll have to go through this junk. Yeah. Oh no. Oh no. We have to do this again? Come on. Allow me to click on that tile. Thank you. And that... Oh. Okay. Let's not casually die while walking through this poisonous swamp. Okay, just stepping on that didn't do anything. And that removed the statue. Alright. We can also pick up these 6 razor discs. To think that we almost missed that treasure. Incredible. Heal. Oh. Did not expect to get through without stepping into the goop once more. What is this over? Oh, shortcut. Thanks. And worth it? Well, I mean, honestly, for an invulnerability potion, or elixir in this case even, it was possibly even worth it. Too bad there isn't a really convenient exit right to, or shortcut right to the exit. That would be really nice. Oh, okay. Oh. Speaking of casually dying, because I'm not paying attention. Oof. Alright. Well, that was that. And just like that, the final item is off the list. Nice. Now, the note, or the map. North of Kellogg, far north, into the mountains. Into the mountains. Okay, it looks like we... Oh, this might be... Since the opening is from the left side, from the right side, into a cavern. I can only assume that this is supposed to be some sort of cave. It looks like it opens to the east, so this might be inside Footracer Province. But I guess I'm going to explore up the western coast first, and maybe we'll see something. To White Shrooms, then due south. Aha, the crate over the rune and the mystery is solved. Then a path. Does this even make sense? There's a... I'm not sure what this means, this symbol here. It looks like an arrow pointing to the right, but maybe it just indicates where you start. Because obviously the arrows go around like that. And 6 lights. Long stalag is key. And then the middle of 3 paths to Kitty's east first. Jesus. Okay, I mean, maybe things are going to make more sense once we actually find where we need to start. 2 white shrooms, then due south. It seems to be where it starts. North of Kellogg, far north into the mountains. Okay. I mean, there's a chance that it could be in these mountains, for example, or the mountains could just, you know, make a bend like this and allow you to enter somewhere from the east, actually, without having to be inside Footracer Province. Because it certainly seems like, since it tells me to go from Kellogg to the north, that definitely seems to indicate the west coast. That's the only thing that really seems to make sense. And I have the wrong character selected again. How does this keep happening? Why would I even select Kjar? What? I don't know. Also, there's a town here. Is there? It's not marked on the map. I guess it's not actually a town. You find an isolated cluster of farms, far from any town or fort. The farmers, suspicious and reasonably armed, come out to greet you. When they see that you mean no harm, however, they become guardedly friendly. Visitors are rare out here, after all. You find out that they moved out into the wilderness to get away from the control of the Empire, a motive you can easily understand. The land has been slowly dying over the last year, but they can still scratch out a meager existence. You tell them the sobering news from the rest of Valorim, and after an excellent home-cooked meal, you depart. That's pleasant. That was nice. Okay, we have some people wandering here. There is a group of Empire soldiers on patrol nearby, led by a dervish. Really? Empire? All the way out here? It's odd to see them out here, so far from civilization, indeed. Once they see that you aren't a monster, they ignore your presence. They appear to be looking for something. Approach and talk? Maybe I can help them. When you go to speak with the Empire Patrol, they aren't interested in meeting you at first. Then they recognize you. They've heard tales of your brave deeds. For that reason, their captain deigns to mention what they're doing. We're patrolling the mountains. Across them to the east is Footracer Province. The beasts in there want to escape. We're looking for signs they've found a way out. They haven't so far, but they might. Okay, that actually makes sense. There could be all kinds of sneaky passages through the mountains. Is this? Yeah, this is over here. I mean, let's say remote cavern. This could be where the path starts, actually. It could be. I wonder if I should first explore the outdoors portion. I feel like I want to do that, so I'm going to. Okay, here we have some undead and a drake guarding this passage. I mean, might as well. We don't have any buffs going, so that's great. The valley is blocked. A drake towers above you, gauging how much money your equipment is worth. Strangely, it doesn't seem to be about to attack you. These beasts don't get to be centuries old by taking risks. It grins at you, exposing teeth yellowed by centuries of age. Hello, little mortal. I am on the hunt for food and for additions to my hoard. If you want to pass me, you pay the toll. 500 of your little coins, or explore elsewhere. You know what? Normally I wouldn't have any qualms about attacking a clearly chaotic evil creature, or some variation of evil. But I would rather not get another Dread Curse for doing that. So I guess I'm going to pay 500. Why not? It's just 500, and at this point, I feel like there's really not much I need to pay money for. The beast gathers up your money carefully in its claws and leaps into the air. It flies up to a remote peak and is gone, along with its entourage. Okay. Will this lead to fighting in the end after all? The valley is blocked. A drake towers above you, gauging how much money your equipment is worth. Really? Strangely, it doesn't seem to be about to attack you. These beasts don't get to be centuries old by taking risks. The exact same thing. 500 coins. I mean, okay, I've started, so I might as well keep going with it. There's a third one. You meet a third mighty drake. As you approach, it smiles. Ah, I figured it was only a matter of time until you came to me. I have been following your progress. Normally I care nothing for adventurers, but I sense that one day you will be a legend. Okay, finally someone who acknowledges that. I can bless you. I can give you the power of mightiness in battle. But for this boon you must pay me 5,000 coins as the price for the blessing of a Drake Lord. How much money do I have? At this point, I'm okay with that. Pay the fee. I guess I did have enough. The Drake gathers your money. It mutters a spell, and the wealth disappears, teleported to its hidden trove. Then it takes a discarded fang in its left claw and, with a swift, sharp motion, pierces its right leg. Okay, I thought it was going to pierce me. When the blood oozes forth, it holds the leg out. Drink and edge closer to destiny. You wince and do as it tells you. You feel the power of the Drake infusing you, brought into you through the thick, salty liquid. Then the Drake pulls its leg back. Now fight. Clear Avernum of these monster pests. They annoy me. You will be more effective in battle, with steel or magic. With the power of immortality. Okay, I'm okay with that. Do we see that somewhere? Special items? No. Journal? Special encounter? No. Wait. Hold on. Diary? No. It doesn't say that it created a diary entry, so I guess not. Do we see the stat increase somewhere? It's not like you can just... Oh, wait. Could be here? No? Huh. Okay, I'm just gonna take the game's word for it. And money-wise... Okay, wow, we had just enough, but we should have a decent amount after selling what we have. So I'm not too worried about that. And I can only assume that fighting the first two drakes, or even one of them, would have locked me out of getting the boon from the third dragon, or drake. Oh, and this is the other northern border. The wall to the north is a good example of the Empire's power. It is an awesome barrier of stone, many miles long, no doubt erected with the help of magical constructs. However, it is the magical wards which throw bolts of blue energy up into the air and down through the ground that truly impress you. This wall will prevent any monsters from escaping Avernum for now. Okay, fair enough. Declared under quarantine by order of Empress Prazak. Yes. Not that we have any way of getting across one way or the other. This is obviously exactly what I expected to find. Just like on the eastern side. Okay. Let's check out this grove first. The forest ahead is dark and shadowy. Eerie flickering lights dance among the trees. The branches over your head sway slightly, odd considering that there's no wind. Save the game. The forest gets darker and seems to close in around you. Little by little you start to lose track of the path. Before, the way through the woods seemed clear. Now you aren't sure where you are. You stumble through the dark woods completely lost. Sometimes you think you hear someone calling you in the distance. Then when you try to follow, you find yourself in a darker, thicker part of the forest. Suddenly, small, leering shapes move out of the bushes around you. They're gremlins. One of them, cackling, says, "Give us food, or in these woods your bones will ever lie." Bribe them with food that we don't have? You give the gremlins a pile of your food. They scurry off with it, cackling hideously. They aren't even out of sight before they start to noisily eat your rations. You're alone with the woods again. Okay. Bribe them with food again. You give the gremlins all of your food. Unfortunately, you don't have enough to sate them. After gobbling down what little you do have, they decide to have you for dessert. That is most unfortunate. Also Rakshasa? Or Rakshasi? For good measure. And the gremlins, yeah, they're of absolutely no concern. I suppose they're greedy little bastards. But I would still rather not just have to kill them. But oh well. Oh, really? Well, you had a fighting chance. Also, you brought this upon yourself, obviously. Got this, gremlin wine. And do you have those? Yes. For what it's worth. You search the gremlins. They were poor woodland folk, no money, no magic items. However, you do find a few bottles of powerful wine and some pitiful leftovers from their last meal. Huh. You stumble through the dark woods completely lost. Sometimes you think you hear someone calling, blah blah blah. One of the gremlins is taller and beefier and hungrier. It wears a beautiful, shiny pair of pants, marking it as full of authority. It must be the leader gremlin. Bribe them with food that I still don't have? You give the gremlins all of your food. It's not enough. Ah, man, I wonder if... I mean, obviously something else must be happening. Or must happen when you... if you actually have some food with you. Okay, let's finish off the Cropolis. Not entirely sure how tough they are. They might be reasonably dangerous. Okay. Snared, huh? Okay. Well, this should do the trick. Again, it's not... I don't know, this is not great. I wish I didn't have to fight them, but... I suppose I could have reloaded and returned with some food. But the thing is, by the time I knew that I needed food, I was already deep inside the forest, and I don't know if I could have gone out even if I had tried. You search the bodies of the pleasant of the unpleasant forest creatures. They don't have much. You make sure to take the leader's gleaming pants. You also find a few bottles of fine wine. Huh. I mean, Radiant Greaves, okay. So far we have not been cursed, so that's good. Radiant Greaves. These are not particularly amazing at all. I mean, Steel Greaves are less armor for some reason, but better evasion. What do you have? Oh, Sniper and First Aid. Ruined Kilt. Well, this encumbers mages though, so... Yeah, I guess we really don't need these. Unfortunate. Also, oh, fine wine, not gremlin wine. Okay, what is this? What? Bounding Band. Where did we get this? Huh? How? When did I get this? I don't remember anything about any kind of band. What? Also, I don't see it listed here. There is too much combat log going on. Yeah. Oh god. Scrolling the log is so obnoxious. Okay, there we go. Yeah, I don't know what's up with that band. It's not particularly good, unfortunately. Chance to evade, curse resistance, gymnastics. Pretty sure that no one needs that. Missile damage, magical damage, luck first, 8 nature lore. Yeah. I mean, the game doesn't consider this particularly valuable, but the 5% melee damage is just too good. So thanks, but no thanks. Not sure where that came from, but I don't need it. The forest brightens a little, and you think you can see sunlight ahead. You're almost out of these gremlin-infested woods. And... oh, really? That was it? Well... not sure if that was the best possible outcome. We did kill some gremlins, I guess. The game didn't curse me for it. Just making sure, though. No. So I guess I'm fine. You see a group of human refugees camped near a small pond. They are cooking a miserable, thin soup over a fire. What little remains of their belongings is piled around them. They have yet to notice you. Approach and talk to them. The refugees are happy to see you and eagerly invite you to sit by their fire. They tell you how they fled from Lorelei many months ago. Wow, that's pretty far away. To escape the giants, they eagerly ask you for news of home. They're curious if it's safe for them to return. Well, it should be. I don't know about the safety of the trip back because it's a long trip, but It is safe to return to Lorelei. The giants are gone. You tell the refugees the tale of your raid on the giants and how you ignited a vicious war between them and the troglodytes. They listen in awe. The totality of their amazement startles you. They look at you as if you were divine, or at least some brand of immortal. Huh, I mean, we have been blessed with the power of immortality, just recently. As some of them begin to strike camp, others ask you to repeat your tale. Then, after an hour has passed and their pitiful belongings are safely packed, they head for home. Wow. I mean... also, I'm pretty sure there was another group of refugees somewhere on the eastern side of the continent that wanted me to tell them when whatever monster plague drove them from home was dealt with. Hello, Erox. Wow, all the way up here. And when that plague was dealt with, possibly the golems, but I don't remember exactly where they were. I guess there's really... They might have been somewhere around here-ish. Somewhere near some kind of mountains somewhere. But I don't think I want to just go around randomly looking for them. Because I'm pretty sure that all you get for it is some extra experience. There are several of the local villagers in this wooden tower watching for bandits. When they see you approach, they blow a horn to signal the town. Then, when they get a better look at you, they blow the horn twice to tell the village that it's safe. They tell you that the town to the south is Erox, and that you are sure to get friendly reception there. Then they leave and return to town. Oddly, the tower is left unguarded. That is weird. Hello, guys. The industrious locals were building a road to the rest of Avernum, hoping for the trade that would bring. Alas, the monster plagues put an end to these plans. Piles of rocks are everywhere, waiting in vain to be turned into road. Well, a patrol of guards greets you as you pass. They aren't Empire soldiers. They're part of a local militia, poor and poorly armed. One of them says, "If you need a place to rest, go to Erox. It's not far to the south. The inn there is cheap and comfortable." You notice that some of the guards are watching you with awe. You hear one guard whisper to another, "That's a warrior from Avernum, all the way out here." Not entirely sure what to expect here, or what to think of this. This could just be an actually friendly, remote little town, happy about any kind of visitors. Especially if maybe some kind of news about our exploits has traveled all the way here. Or if this is just some kind of, I don't know, shapeshifters, sirens, whatever, trying to lure in hapless wanderers. You find a small port town, far, far out in the wilds of Avernum. It looks on the surface like it's been abandoned. Nobody is walking around and everybody's eerily quiet. Everything is eerily quiet. Maybe this town was abandoned. There is a strange, sweet smell in the air. Okay, well, something's obviously not right here. I should have known. Let's go with Ward of Thoughts, because it seems like there might be some kind of undead or something going on here. Book of Blades. And we're actually going to call it an episode here. I'm going to explore the mysterious town of Erox next time. For the time being, I thank you very much for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you did, please hit the like button, leave a comment, especially about microphone audio quality and any kind of suggestions of that sort. And I lost my train of thought as far as the outro goes, so yeah, leave a comment, hit the like button, and I shall see you real soon. Bye bye.